Okay, so new features. Controller support. Wow.
I did just
Photo
get a...
mode overhaul. Oh my god. Photo mode overhaul goes crazy.
Dude, thumbnail
You can
mode.
now wait. Oh, get it.
What?
You can now disable crash sites once you get the hard drive.
Oh, great! So now I'm gonna have to go to the same ones to disable them. Wow. Epic.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Elevators. Elevators. Elevators.
Finally. I thought those were already in the game.
No. I always use mods. Like, I always have a mod that adds elevators. It's like, oh my god,
Why?
they look so cool.
I'm glad you just have elevator mod. I'm sorry, but you sound like the worst reaction streamer ever. You sound so cool, it sounds so cool, it sounds so cool. Like, what are you fucking... Dude, XQCS fucking club. Dude, check.
You can customize the names for each floor, as well as the icons and colors for each button that you can press to access each floor and keep track of exactly where each stop leads. Okay, so for advanced game settings, which are just like cheats, there's a no fuel setting, which is unimportant. Okay, for trains, buffer stops. We're introducing a new mechanic for trains. When manually driving a train and reaching the end of a railway, trains will now derail entirely, and you'll have to interact with the train in order to get it back on the rail. Similar to how train collisions work.
Thank God for Presley's ASMR while we wait for him to download the 5 GB update.
It's almost done. To prevent this, you must now place buffer stops at the end of railway paths. Oh, that's cool. Like little bumper things that stop you. That's so cool. Okay, quality of life. Left-handed path and block signals. Both path signals and block signals now have a left side and right side wheel node that can be alternated by pressing R while having the hologram active. That's neat. That's just quality of life. Railways rework. Railways have gotten some major improvements with their implementation, so they should have they should be a lot nicer and better built overall than ever. There's now a hide HUD option on vehicles.
The vehicles.
Nice. All right, new buildings. Logistics. New conveyor attachment. The conveyor wall hole. The new conveyor attachment that can be freely placed on any wall and windows, allowing for conveyors to pass through to allow for more customization.
Oh yeah, we did kind of just put those
conveyor walls.
We did kind of just put, you know, the fucking, you know, the elevator thing for the, you know, conveyors. We did just kind of stick them through the wall, huh?
Yeah, but like now we can like literally place.
Now we can legally do it
to make a manual hole instead of like having to place a conveyor wall. Conveyor lift, splitter, and merger support. That's cool. Conveyor lifts can now use splitters and mergers.
What?
Conveyor lifts now can use splitters and mergers.
Oh, like you can put them on like the conveyor shaft?
Yeah, on the lift.
Wait,
yeah.
wait, hold on. That makes the idea for like, you know, selling the extra things at the what's it called, so much more easier. Because now I can, because usually we do like an elevator lift up with like the, you know, tracks down.
Mm-hmm.
We can now just literally stick it on the elevator and just put it right into a sink if it overflows.
Yeah, if it's on an elevator.
It's so much more easier.
Yeah, okay. There is now a priority merger. This is a new type of merger that allows you to prioritize which one of its active inputs should be output first.
Is there a priority splitter?
There's already like smart splitters.
I guess that's fair.
And the other splitter. What's the other splitter?
There's another
splitters.
one. Maybe that one's the one I'm thinking about.
Oh my god. A conveyor throughput monitor. A new block, you place it on the side of the conveyor and it tells you how many items are passing per minute. That's cool.
That's
if you don't already know.
And that's gonna cost you 5 computers, 3 superconductors.
Quality of life. Pipeline build modes. So now there's straight pipeline build modes. Like, you know how in 1.0 they released
like so you can zoom
straight
them?
conveyor mode. So you can just like do things and it always makes it in a straight line. Now you can do that for pipelines. And you can also, there's also a curved mode for pipelines, which just makes a perfect curve.
Alright.
There are now hypertube junctions. A 3-way hypertube junction. It's a Y.
I hope you know I'm leaving this whole thing in. I'm just gonna really quickly speed it up.
Yeah, because this is... Okay, shut up. Okay. No, this is really fascinating, and I'm at 90%.
We're at 15 minutes in the video.
Okay. Hypertube branch. can be placed in a hypertube to split it into 2 separate paths. The resulting branching path can only be accessed by traveling through the longer segment due to its shape. New architecture. There's an H-beam, a shelf beam, a round concrete beam, a braided cable, it's a beam, and a braided cable cluster, it's also a beam. New miscellaneous, a roll-up gate instead of like the so like instead of having like the like doors that like go to the side, we now have doors that go upwards, like a roll-up gate. That's cool, like a garage door. A road barrier corner, that's nice. Basic shelf unit, if you're building a house or something. A large vent and a large fan. These are very fascinating. Okay, automatic connect. So now you can place blueprints and they automatically connect to already placed conveyors, pipes, and railways. So that's nice.
That took long enough.
Flashlight now works well inside hypertubes. Super random, but it works. Drone movement and pathing improvement. Just better drone AI.
Alright.
Have you ever used a drone in Satisfactory, Kenny?
No.
Okay. Conveyor poles and pipeline supports now have soft clearance. So you can just place them in more spots that you need. It's less demanding of where you need to place it. Okay, nudging can now be done vertically as well by using page up and page down. Because if you didn't know, if you're placing something, you press H, it locks it in place. You can walk around, look at it from all angles and everything, and nudge using your arrow keys. Now you can nudge up and down with page.
I knew about nudging. I didn't know about keeping it in place.
Yeah. Okay. They removed the max distance limit on nudging.
There was a max distance limit?
Yes, there was. Visual improvements. Falling trees. When you cut a tree down with a chainsaw, it now falls instead of just disappears.
It doesn't poof away.
They improved spore and gas pillar visual effects.
Good.
They improved explosion VFX and power slug VFX.
Okay.
They now have dynamic occlusion system for audio. Dynamic occlusion for foundations and walls. So now sound sounds distorted through walls and foundations.
Oh, okay.
There is now an indoor detection system for audio. So
okay.
Audio behaves differently if you're indoors.
It probably has like one of those like case things. If audio, you're surrounded by stuff, it probably makes it like a, you know.
Oh, if you have a dedicated server, we've updated port forwarding. That's wow. So now you can like actually customize the port it goes to. So now I can do that and like actually.
And that won't suck dick.
Yeah. Hey. So now we can fix our server.
Thank God.
Okay. And there we go. That's 1.1.